Hi, this is Leanne from Bat Lady Herbals, and welcome to my video. Now this beautiful plant behind me is the American Beautyberry, otherwise known as the Calicarpa americana. Now this beautiful plant, as you can see, has gorgeous purple berries, usually starting around August in Florida. Now it is one of 140 different species worldwide, but this is one that I delight in seeing along my trails for two reasons. Number one, it is a great trailside snack. Berries might not have much flavor, but the flavor they have is great, which is why a lot of foragers love this plant to make jelly. Beautyberry jelly is absolutely delicious. Another reason I love seeing this plant whenever I'm on a trail, the leaves. Little spider there. When you break off the leaves, you crush them up, get all that oil out to the surface, you can rub it on your body, and it'll help make sure that those mosquitoes, that pesky state bird that I was talking about, don't come anywhere near you. It's so good at this, in fact, that there have been scientific studies done that have determined that beautyberry leaves are more potent than DEET and better at keeping away bugs, specifically fire ants and mosquitoes. It won't deter ticks completely, so you still need to do tick checks whenever you're done with your trail. Now, if you are trying to forage for the berries, keep in mind to leave some for the wildlife, because it is a very important wildlife plant here in Florida. Not only do the birds love it, but the squirrels go crazy for them too. In fact, if you don't get a move on harvesting them, you might miss them because all the animals will beat you to it. Every part of this plant is useful in some way, and the Native Americans used to use the leaves and the bark as fish poison, which is why a lot of foraging books that aren't specifically about Florida plants will list this as a poisonous species. So remember, only eat the berries. You don't want to accidentally poison yourself. Now, there are quite a few uses for this plant medicinally. One of the most notable uses that has been a traditional use even in Native American tribes hundreds of years ago is it is a super potent antiviral herb. It has been used for hundreds of years to treat malaria. But it's also an amazing antibacterial, and recent studies have shown that the antibacterial properties of this plant actually target specific, extremely harmful bacteria such as MRSA. It's also an antifungal. It has been used in Mexico to treat fungus on plants, but it's also being studied for its use in treating candida infections in the human system as well. Now, in traditional Chinese medicine, they have a version of this plant that has almost the exact same properties, but it's more well known to treat internal wounds, especially those in the lungs and the stomach. And that's because of its astringent properties, which is also a really good property to have if you're looking for a skincare routine. So this is a great plant for your skin as well as wounds. The berries are full of antioxidants, which means that having a spoonful of beautyberry jelly with your breakfast every morning could be a great way to help keep yourself looking young and feeling refreshed, because those antioxidants are going to help to reduce inflammation and prevent further inflammation. As a matter of fact, the root bark of this plant can be used as a diuretic to help in the detoxing process. Now, this is one of 140 different species throughout the world. And one of the key features of this species is how the berries grow. Because there are several species where the berries all grow at the tip, but these grow right where the leaves are. Now, some foraging books will have this plant listed as a toxin or as poisonous, but that's largely due to the fact that Native Americans used to use the leaves and the bark as a fish poison. So when you're looking to eat this in the wild, make sure you only eat the berries. But on top of that, there may be some allergic reactions in some people. So if you see a reaction, stop using it, talk to your doctor, make sure that you are being safe with these wild plants. If you are interested in learning about Florida's wild plants, you should pick up this book by Peggy Lance. Not only is there a little information about each of the plants in here that it's hard to find some information about some of these, but there's also an excellent recipe for beautyberry jam and beautyberry cake in the recipe section. Thank you for joining me today. Once again, I'm Leanne from Bat Lady Herbals. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Share this video with all your friends. You can also find me on social media on Facebook and Instagram. Please find me on Patreon, become a patron. And I now have some t-shirts available on Teespring. All those links will be down below. Also find my blog at batladyherbals.com. Thank you. Nature, gotta love it.